middle-aged woman in a Marks and Spencer dress. Hello, and welcome to That's What I Call Television, the show that dives headfirst into the sparkling waters of the past and floats back to the surface, clutching shiny television pearls. Over the next 60 minutes, we're taking you on a jog down memory lane that would leave you quite breathless, crammed as it is with long-lost and much-loved programmes, adverts and theme tunes that have had we, the nation, glued to our black leather sofas way back in the 1980s. So what exactly was the must-see TV back then?
Cross Your Heart from Playtex has crisscross shaping.
1992?
The only thing keeping him in the air is the sticking power of Salvite.
No, he's not!
Great.
You know, I can smell Africa already. Oh, that must be something on the bottom of my wellies. Are there any little willies running around?
Hey, Rocket says I've got a lovely little body. Put your trousers on.
Oh, why?
Sorry, trifle vulgar, but that's the sort of level I work on.
Yes, that was the 80s. Now, for each of these shows, I'm joined by a very special co-host who's had a good old rummage around in the archives to choose the top telly from the 80s. And it was in that very decade, in the groundbreaking comedy classic Friday Night Live, that tonight's televisual titillator exploded onto our screens with his beloved Fanny. And in its explosion that's still going on today, would you please welcome the brilliant and beautiful Julian Clary!
And you know, you mentioned Friday Night Live. It was in this very studio.
No.
Here I was with Fanny 20 years ago. Oh, yes.
Well, I remember watching that when I was painting, you know, because it was on quite late at night, wasn't it? 10 o'clock-ish?
Yeah, or at least.
And I was painting the back bedroom of my house, and I had it on my little portable television, watching and laughing my socks off.
Getting a badger brush to your back passage.
I don't remember that. Maybe.
Warm up, Fern. There's more where that came from.
Right, I'm ready to meet you, mate. Right, what goodies have you got for us tonight, Julian? Can you give us some clues?
Oh, well, yes, I can give you some clues. It would give me great pleasure. And talking of giving pleasure, here's something you might remember.
The crumbliest, flakiest milk chocolate in the world.
The wipe of the lip that's important. They're a great influence on me, those adverts. Before them, I was strictly a Mars bar kind of chap. But later on, we've got 4 of the original Flake girls here in the studio together for the very first time. Wow. They'll be giving us all a masterclass on how to do that business. We can't wait, can we?
No, can't wait, can't wait.
And here's another of the televisual feasts that I've got lined up for you. It's a show about wild, untamed animals presented by the kindest, gentlest man in the history of the universe.
Johnny Morris there, loved by an entire generation. That was a very good choice. Very good choice. So what other surprises have you got up your sleeves?
Well, as you can probably tell, I'm an outdoorsy, rugged kind of a chap. Which is no doubt why I was a huge fan of this show.
Look, how about coming over for drinks this evening?
Jerry, we are thraking.
We're going to have little bits of things on sticks.
Sorry, mate, too busy.
I was going to open a bottle of old malt.
What time do you want us?
I'm thrilled to the marrow to tell you that later on we'll be stepping back into Tom and Barbara Good's suburban kitchen, which will be open again after nearly 30 years.
That will be fantastic. What else?
Right, Fern, can you think of anything that would give you 30 minutes of pleasure 5 nights a week?
Not 30 minutes.
No. Right. Back in the 80s, millions of us were getting our 30 minutes a night. We were insatiable, and it was all because of this. Crossroads was a classic soap opera that was set in the motel of a sleepy fictional village called King's Oak.
Crossroads Motel, can I help you?
The show followed the comings and goings of the motel's staff and guests. And filming was intense. There was little time for mistakes as the budget was tight and it was recorded as live.
You've been through what I've been through the last couple of hours.
So there was tremendous pressure on the cast and crew to get it right first time.
That means that any ordering will be done by me and no one else.
Crossroads was often knocked by critics for its dodgy sets,
Expertise, that's what I need.
At your service.
over-dramatic storylines,
Oh, my God! The motel! It's on fire!
and wooden acting.
I was speaking to Chris earlier. There's nobody to look after like ours, is there?
No.
But for nearly 16 million viewers, the show was a must-see treat for almost a quarter of a century.
It's going to be all right now.
Well, now, that's the best news I've had.
No, it's not Mr. Carney. She's dead.
Hurry up, Julian. Come on, we've got the grand opening any minute now. Guests will be arriving.
I do love a grand opening. It's ITV. Third time lucky, eh?
Good evening, Crossroads Motel. Good evening, Crossroads Motel. Yes, righto. Julian, the guests are here. You've got to hurry, quickly. Go and get their bags, and if you're lucky, one of them may give you a tip.
Oh, I was hoping for more than that. Oh, well. Back in a jiffy.
Righto.
Well, this way, please. The new manageress, Miss Fern, will handle all of your needs. Miss Fern?
Yes.
The guests have arrived.